Hello, and welcome to Live Parkinson's, Live an Exceptional Life. I'm your host, Chris Custenbotter, and I've been living an exceptional life with Parkinson's for the past 14 years. The mission of this podcast is to help as many people as possible living with Parkinson's to lead a great quality of life. Today's topic is top superfoods for Parkinson's, boost energy, brain health, and immunity. Could the secret to boosting your energy, protecting your brain, and living with Parkinson's be hiding in your kitchen? Join me as we dive into the world of superfoods like spinach and kale and turmeric, powerful ingredients that not only enhance your health, but may also help you manage your Parkinson's symptoms. If you're looking for simple, delicious ways to feel your best, this episode is your ultimate guide. I'll be honest, I love to eat. Yes, food and I have a love affair with each other. While I try my best to eat healthy, and I do most of the time, am I 100% successful? Absolutely not. I love ice cream, and if someone says, let's go get some ice cream, I'm the first one in line ready to go. But this has also led to some weight gain, which has caused me to feel sluggish at times. So I began to take a more critical look at what I was eating and if there were better foods that could help benefit me on my Parkinson's journey by helping to manage my weight, but also to give me more energy and potentially help with cognitive function. So, being inquisitive, I set out to do a little research on foods and diets that might be beneficial for Parkinson's. In previous podcasts, I discussed the Mediterranean diet and the Mind diet. And I've been following the Mediterranean diet because of the benefits it has both on my health and my well-being. Then I kept hearing commercials on the radio for these superfood supplements for better health, and that got me to thinking. I know, scary, right? If there are specific superfoods that could help with Parkinson's. And surprise, surprise, there were a number of superfoods that can help improve our quality of life with Parkinson's. Now, are these foods stamped with Parkinson's approved or Parkinson superfood? No, but they have shown to have antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. Because Parkinson's is thought to be in part caused by inflammation and neuroinflammation, these foods can help. So let me give you a roadmap of what we'll be discussing in this podcast. We'll be looking at specific superfoods that can boost energy, enhance our immune function, and support and brain health. And we'll lead it off discussing the importance of nutrition for Parkinson's. Then we'll turn on the spotlights for the superfoods, and we'll lead it off with two of my personal favorites, kale and spinach. We'll look at the nutrients they provide and how they can help with brain health, cognitive support, and impact our energy and immunity. Then I'll give you some practical tips for adding these two wonderful vegetables to your meals. Then, up next is our next superfood, turmeric, and we'll talk about its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties for brain health and neuroprotection, as well as inflammation reduction, and give you tips on how to use turmeric in food preparation. Then we'll explore some other notable superfoods, including berries, nuts and seeds, and fatty fish. And then we'll tie it all together and create a superfood-packed diet. So, if you're ready to learn more about superfoods and how they can benefit your Parkinson's journey, then join me as we explore the wonderful world of superfoods. Let's start out, though, with the importance of nutrition for Parkinson's. Before we dive into specific foods, let's talk a little bit about why nutrition matters, especially when you have Parkinson's. What you eat impacts everything: your energy levels, your cognitive function, your immune response, and even your mood. As someone who knows firsthand the daily challenges Parkinson's brings, I can say that having more energy and mental clarity can make a huge difference in how you navigate your day. The key here is fueling your body with nutrient-dense foods that support brain function, reduce inflammation, and help to give you more energy. A well-balanced diet can also help reduce inflammation, manage your weight, and give you the energy to cope with Parkinson's-related challenges, such as tremors, muscle stiffness, and fatigue. Now let's break it down by looking at some specific superfoods, and we're going to start out with two green powerhouses, spinach and kale. And let's start with our first superfood, spinach. So why is spinach considered a superfood? Well, spinach has a high concentration of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds, which make it particularly beneficial for overall health, including those of us living with Parkinson's. Spinach can play a key role in managing some of the symptoms and challenges associated with Parkinson's, such as oxidative stress, inflammation, and muscle function. Let's look at the nutritional profile of spinach and how it can help people living with Parkinson's. As I mentioned, spinach is an excellent source of many essential nutrients, and these would include vitamins, and spinach contains vitamins A, vitamin E, vitamin C, and vitamin K. Minerals. Spinach has magnesium, iron, potassium, and calcium. In terms of antioxidants, it contains flavonoids, carotenoids, lutein, and zeaxanthin. Fiber. Spinach has fiber, which is beneficial for digestive health, especially for those people living with Parkinson's-related constipation. 3 cups of spinach equates to about 23 calories, 0.9 grams of protein, 2 grams of fiber, 99 milligrams of calcium, and get this, 558 milligrams of potassium. So how does spinach benefit people with Parkinson's, and why should we consider using it as a superfood? Let's look at some of the benefits. Leading off is spinach is high in antioxidants. And why is that important? Well, antioxidants fight oxidative stress. Okay, you might be thinking to yourself, that's great, but what is oxidative stress? Well, it's a condition where you might have heard us on the radio, where free radicals damage cells, and they're known to play a key role in the progression of Parkinson's because they can damage neurons in the brain. Spinach is rich in antioxidants such as vitamin C, E, and beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin. And they're going to help neutralize these free radicals that are in your system. Research published in the journal Nutrients titled Antioxidant Role in Neurodegeneration, the Case of Parkinson's Disease. The article highlights that antioxidants found in spinach may slow down the progression of Parkinson's by protecting brain cells from degeneration. The second benefit, spinach contains anti-inflammatory compounds, such as quercetin and camphorol, which can help reduce inflammation in the body. There was a study published in Frontiers in Aging, Neuroscience, and the title was Inflammation in Parkinson's Disease. And that particular study emphasized the importance of managing inflammation in Parkinson's patients to slow disease progression. It talked consuming anti-inflammatory foods like spinach can be effective natural strategies for reducing inflammation. Benefit number 3 is it's a rich source of vitamin K1 for bone health. Now, many people with Parkinson's are at an increased risk for falls, and which falls can relate to fractures. So it can cause increased falls and increased fractures. And fractures can land us in a rehab center, which none of us want to be in. And where spinach can help with that is that vitamin K, which is abundant in spinach, plays an essential role in bone health by supporting calcium regulation and bone mineralization. There was a study published in PLOS Medicine titled The Role of Vitamin K in Bone Health and Fracture Protection. And the article said that they demonstrated the link between vitamin K intake and reduced risk of fractures for older adults. Now, for individuals with Parkinson's, maintaining strong bones is essential, and regular consumption of spinach can help. Benefit number 4, spinach helps support cognitive function. Cognitive decline is a common motor symptom of Parkinson's. Spinach contains lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids that have been shown to support brain function and protective cognitive health. Now, these compounds may help preserve memory and slow cognitive decline, which can be particularly beneficial for Parkinson's patients. And research from the Journal of Nutrition, lutein, zeaxanthin, and cognitive function found that individuals with higher levels of lutein and zeaxanthin in their diet had better cognitive performance compared with those with lower intake. So by including spinach in their diet, Parkinson's patients may help protect their cognitive health. Number 5, fiber and digestive health. Parkinson's often brings with it gastrointestinal issues, particularly constipation, and that's due to slowed digestive function. And the nice thing is that spinach is an excellent source of fiber, which can promote regular bowel movements and overall digestive health. And we all know that adequate fiber intake can help prevent or alleviate constipation, a frequent concern for people that are living with Parkinson's. There was a study published in Current Aging Science called The Role of Dietary Fiber in Parkinson's Disease-Related Constipation. And the article suggested that dietary fiber from vegetables like spinach can help support dietary function, particularly for those with Parkinson's-related constipation. And finally, number 6, it has a lot of benefits, doesn't it? Magnesium for muscle function and sleep. Spinach is a good source of magnesium, which plays an important role in muscle function, nerve transmission, and relaxation. For Parkinson's patients who experience muscle cramps or restless legs, maintaining adequate magnesium levels through their diet may be beneficial. According to a study in Nutrients entitled Magnesium's Role in Muscle Function and Sleep Disorder, magnesium can help reduce muscle cramps and promote better sleep, both of which, of course, are important for people living with Parkinson's. I have trouble with the latter, but I have trouble with both muscle cramps and sleep. So I guess I need to start increasing the amount of spinach I eat, and maybe that can help me sleep a little better. So hopefully the benefits show you why spinach should be considered a superfood in your diet. I mean, after all, if you remember the cartoon Popeye the Sailor Man, whenever he would eat spinach, he would get stronger and was able to do amazing feats, often saving his girlfriend Olive Oil from danger. All right, now that we know the benefits of spinach, how do we incorporate this superfood into our diet? Well, here's some suggestions on how I use spinach in my diet. The first is making a smoothie. You can just add a handful of fresh spinach to your morning smoothie, if for those of you that like to have a morning smoothie. The mild flavor of spinach blends well with fruits like berries and bananas, while at the same time giving you a powerful nutritional boost without being overpowering. So if you like smoothies, consider tossing a handful of spinach into your smoothie. Salads. You can use spinach as the base for salads instead of lettuce. And what I do is I typically combine spinach with other types of lettuce, whether it be arugula or some type of spring mix or romaine lettuce. So I've had just a plain spinach salad, but I've also incorporated it that way. And in addition, you can combine spinach with other nutrient-dense foods like walnuts, flax seeds, and berries to help achieve more brain-boosting benefits. So I don't know if you've ever had a spinach salad, but a lot of times they'll do a spinach salad with walnuts, and sometimes they'll throw blue cheese or dried cranberries or some other type of fresh berries on there. And then at the same time, then you're benefiting from all the nutrients that spinach provides. And then you can incorporate them into soups and salads as well. Typically, I like to toss spinach in towards the end of if I'm doing soups or stews, so that it doesn't become cooked down and just lose a lot of its nutrients. So my suggestion is do it towards the end because you want the spinach just to wilt and have it break down. If it breaks down too much, like I said again, you lose some of the nutrient value. And if you think of Italian wedding soup has spinach in it as well. Eggs. My wife Mary and I add spinach to both scrambled eggs or if we're making an omelet for a quick, healthy breakfast. It has a good amount of protein and vitamins. So I usually chop up some spinach and mix it in with the scrambled eggs and throw a little bit of cheese in there. And you have a great high protein, nutritious breakfast right out of the gate. And then as a side dish, you can lightly saute spinach with garlic and olive oil. And that gives you a nice simple side dish that's easy and it's going to give you a lot of nutritional benefits. Now, I hope these provide you with some helpful suggestions for including spinach in your diet. Remember, spinach is a nutritional powerhouse that can provide you with a host of different benefits. And the benefit of spinach, it's a versatile superfood, and not only does it aid in symptom management and overall health improvement, but by including spinach regularly into your meals, it's going to help people living with Parkinson's manage and achieve some of the powerful benefits that spinach can provide, in addition to helping you manage some of your motor and non-motor symptoms. Now let's turn our attention to spinach's companion as a superfood for Parkinson's and introduce you to kale. If you haven't tried kale, let's give you a quick background on kale. Kale is a green vegetable that is considered a cruciferous vegetable, and it's part of the cabbage family. It's considered a nutrient powerhouse. It's considered a nutrient powerhouse because it's loaded with vitamins A, C, and K. Kale's impressive profile of vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants and anti-inflammatory properties can help manage some of the challenges and symptoms associated with Parkinson's, such as oxidative stress, inflammation, and muscle function. Just like we did with spinach, let's look at the nutritional profile of kale and show you why you should consider including kale in your diet. Kale is packed with essential nutrients, vitamins A, C, K, and B6. It also, similar to spinach, has several minerals, and they would include calcium, potassium, magnesium, and manganese. Antioxidants. Kale has beta-carotene, lutein, zeaxanthin, and the two flavonoids, quercetin and camphorol. And just like spinach, it's high in fiber, so it promotes digestive health. And it also contains omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential anti-inflammatory effects that kale provides. Now, a single cup of raw kale, which is about 67 grams, contains 33 calories, 6 grams of carbohydrates, 3 grams of protein, and 2.5 grams of fiber. It also contains vitamin A, 206% of the daily value, vitamin C, 134% of the daily value, and vitamin K, 654% of the daily value. So let's look at some of the benefits of kale and why it's considered a superfood. And just like spinach, it's rich in antioxidants to combat oxidative stress. We know that oxidative stress is one of the primary contributors to neurodegeneration, which is what leads to Parkinson's. And kale is loaded with antioxidants like vitamin C, beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin, which helps neutralize the free radicals and protect your brain cells from oxidative changes. There was a study published in the Journal of Neurochemistry called Oxidative Stress and Neurodegeneration in Parkinson's. And the study found that oxidative stress accelerates the progression in Parkinson's, and antioxidants from food sources like kale may help reduce this damage, including antioxidant-rich foods, including those in your diet, is a proactive way to slow the progression of this neurodegenerative disease. So very similar to spinach, and that's why I combined them together. They both help prevent oxidative stress through the antioxidants. Number 2, anti-inflammatory properties. Just like with spinach, has similar properties. And we all know that chronic inflammation plays a role in the progression of Parkinson's, which can lead to worsening of your motor and non-motor symptoms. Now, kale is rich in flavonoids, particularly quercetin and camphorol, which have strong anti-inflammatory effects. These compounds can also help reduce inflammation throughout the body, including the brain, where inflammation contributes to neuron or brain cell damage in Parkinson's. Research was published in Frontiers in Immunology titled Inflammation and Neurodegenerative Diseases, the Role of Diet and Nutrition. And this study highlights the importance of reducing inflammation and neurodegenerative diseases through the intake of flavonoid-rich foods like kale, because they can help you modulate your inflammatory response. Number 3, support brain health and cognitive function. Very similar to spinach, kale is an excellent source of lutein and zeaxanthin, carotenoids, and all 3 of those are essential for brain and eye health. You may have heard of carotenoids with carrots. That's why eye health brought that to mind. And then these compounds have been shown to improve cognitive function and slow cognitive decline, which is particularly relevant for people with Parkinson's, who often have cognitive challenges as the disease progresses. Journal of Nutrition, titled Lutein, Zeaxanthin, and Cognitive Performance in Older Adults. And they say by adding kale to the diet, it may help protect brain function and improve overall mental sharpness for those living with Parkinson's. Number 4, brain health and muscle function. Again, very similar to spinach. Kale's extremely rich in vitamin K, which plays a critical role in bone health by helping regulate calcium deposition in the bone. And 1 cup, which isn't a lot, provides nearly 700% of the recommended daily value of vitamin K, which helps strengthen your bones and reduce the risk of fractures. Additionally, kale contains calcium and magnesium, both of which are vital for muscle function. Calcium supports muscle contraction, while magnesium helps with muscle relaxation and preventing cramps, issues often experienced by those of us living with Parkinson's. And then just like with spinach, fiber is abundant for digestive health, and kale's high in fiber, which promotes regularity and overall gut health. And then finally, number 6 is immune system support. Kale is rich in vitamin C, an essential nutrient for supporting the immune system. And vitamin C helps fight off infections, reduce inflammation, and support cellular health. So 1 cup of kale provides over 100% of the daily recommended intake of vitamin C. So I hope you see why kale is a superfood and why you should consider incorporating it into your diet. Now, let me just talk a little bit about how I use kale and prepare kale when I'm including it in my meals. So it's like I mentioned with spinach, it's easy and delicious, and you can throw it into a lot of different things. So here's how I use it. Again, smoothies. Instead of spinach, you can use a handful of kale, add it to your spinach. It's going to blend well with fruits like bananas, berries, and even almond butter if you want more of a creamy texture to your smoothie. Salads. Instead of lettuce as the base, you can use raw kale as the base for your salads. And if you take the kale and you rub it with some olive oil and lemon juice, it helps to soften up the leaves a little bit and improves the taste, which I'll be honest with you, can be a little bit bitter at times. And you can add some nuts and seeds and other fresh vegetables to the kale, and it's going to make you a great salad. Soups and stews, very similar again to spinach. Just chop up and add during the last 5 to 10 minutes, mainly to help preserve its nutrients. And then sauteed. Saute kale with garlic, olive oil, and a pinch of salt for a healthy side dish. You can also add kale to pasta dishes, grain bowls, like if you use quinoa or brown rice or couscous, you can throw chopped kale up and put it in that, or you can even, like spinach, put it on omelets. And one of the other nice benefits of kale is you can make baked kale chips. So if you cut the kale down and you chop it up, and you can make a healthy snack by lightly coating the kale leaves with olive oil and then baking them in the oven until they're crispy. And kale chips are a great alternative to potato chips. So to sum up why kale is a superfood for Parkinson's is because of its high concentration of antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds, vitamins and minerals, all of which are important for managing Parkinson's. Now, incorporating kale regularly into your meals is going to give you a powerhouse of nutrition. People with Parkinson's can experience significant nutritional benefits that contribute to better symptom management and a better overall quality of life with using kale in their diet. Now, let's look at another superfood for Parkinson's that maybe you haven't heard of or use or even considered using it. Now, I'll be honest, it's one that I've not used much, and I wasn't real familiar with it until a couple friends and family members told me about it, and they actually cooked a couple side dishes with it, and I really liked it. So I need to use it more. And I decided to look into it. And what is that superfood? It's turmeric. Now, if you're like me, you may be saying to yourself, what is turmeric? Well, it's a spice that's derived from the root of the curcuma longa plant. It's known for its yellow color, and it has powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. For Parkinson's, curcumin may help by protecting brain cells from damage, reducing inflammation, and improving motor function. While it's not a cure, incorporating turmeric into your diet might help manage symptoms and potentially slow disease progression. Again, that's might, potentially. One important thing to note is that curcumin's bioavailability, meaning how well your body absorbs and utilizes it, is relatively low. Fortunately, if you combine turmeric with black pepper, it significantly enhances its absorption, making it more effective. So how can you incorporate turmeric into your diet to realize the benefits that turmeric can provide? Well, you can make a turmeric latte, or what's known as golden milk. It's a warm drink made by blending turmeric with milk, or if you have problems with lactose, or you just like a dairy alternative, you can use a dairy alternative. And if you just add just a small pinch of pepper, and I know that sounds strange, and a dash of honey or other natural sweetener, adding the pepper helps maximize your curcumin's absorption. So here's a recipe for it. It's 1 cup of milk or almond milk with 1 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you want to sweeten the taste and gently heat it up. It's gonna taste a little better that way. You can use turmeric in curries and stir fries, and it's a staple spice in many curry dishes and can easily be added to a homemade or store-bought curry. If you add 1 to 2 tablespoons of turmeric and a pinch of black pepper to any vegetable stir fry, rice dish, or curry sauce for a vibrant color, it's really going to make your vegetables stand out with that bright yellow color and an anti-inflammatory boost. Smoothies are another way to use it. Turmeric can be added to fruit smoothies or green smoothies for an anti-inflammatory and antioxidant kick. Now, since curcumin is fat soluble, meaning that it dissolves in fatty substances, including a small amount of healthy fats such as avocado or coconut oil, can help aid the absorption of turmeric. So a recipe for making a smoothie is you blend 1 banana, a handful of spinach with kale, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and a splash of coconut milk, and add a teaspoon of almond butter for a rich, nutrient-dense smoothie. Soups and stews. Turmeric works well in soups and stews, particularly ones with root vegetables like carrots, potatoes, beets, radishes, and then you can also add turnips and lentils or beans. Since these take longer to simmer, this lets turmeric's flavor infuse throughout the dish. And again, don't forget to add black pepper during cooking because that's going to help with the availability of turmeric as well. And just as a quick recipe, you can add a teaspoon of turmeric and a 1/4 tablespoon of black pepper to vegetables or lentil soups or stews. Salad dressing, you can add turmeric into salad dressings for a quick, easy way to get its benefits. So to make your own dressing, you can whisk together 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper, and a pinch of salt, and you whisk that all together, and you have a nice salad dressing that packs a powerful anti-inflammatory, antioxidant punch. And then finally, turmeric rice or quinoa. If you add turmeric and black pepper to the cooking water when preparing rice, quinoa, or other grains, it's going to give you a colorful, healthy side dish. All right, so if we tie it all together, turmeric is a superfood that most of us probably overlook. I know I did. Now, based on its nutritional benefits, I'm going to start adding this superfood to my diet. Okay, we've covered some greens and turmeric, but these are just a few. There are some other superfoods out there that deserve a spot on your plate as well. Berries, for example. Blueberries and strawberries are fantastic because they're rich in antioxidants. And one of the things I like to do is have a handful of berries for a snack or throw them into your yogurt or put it on top of oatmeal. They're easy to get, easy to eat, and they help and pack a punch when it comes to brain health. Another one to keep in mind are walnuts and flax seeds. Both are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are known for reducing inflammation and promoting brain function. Now, I like to toss a few walnuts into a salad or sprinkle flax seeds on top of my cereal, or you can just grind up walnuts into your smoothie as well. Just these small little changes can make a big difference. Last but not least, let's not forget fatty fish like salmon. It's one of the best sources of omega-3 fatty acids, which support brain health and can help with mood stability. So if you're like me, try grilling it or baking it with some of your favorite spices. Now, I also love smoked salmon as a change of pace. So you might want to give that a try as well for something different. Okay, we've looked at 7 superfoods for Parkinson's. Now let's see if we can tie it all together and discuss how they can be incorporated into your diet. So how do we incorporate these superfoods into our daily diet? The key is make small, manageable changes. You don't need to overhaul your entire eating plan overnight. Start by adding a couple of these superfoods into meals slowly at a time and include them to foods you're already preparing. If you're making a salad or you're making a soup or stew, just throw it on in there. For example, you can have a smoothie with spinach, berries, and flax seeds for breakfast. For lunch, you can make a salad with kale and walnuts. And for dinner, have some grilled salmon with a side of turmeric spiced vegetables. These little changes add up and make a significant impact on your energy, brain function, and your overall health. So as we close, I want to recap our discussions. We've explored the incredible benefits of superfoods like spinach, kale, turmeric, berries, and fatty fish. Each of these foods provides powerful nutrients that can help manage your Parkinson's symptoms by boosting your energy. They support your brain health and strengthen your immune system. The best part, you don't have to make drastic changes to your diet. Small steps like adding spinach to a smoothie or turmeric to your green tea can have a big impact. Now, my personal journey with Parkinson's has taught me that nutrition is a key part of living well with Parkinson's. And I hope today's episode inspires you to take action and start incorporating these foods into your diet. And one thing I did want to stress is that please make sure that you review any changes to your diet with your healthcare professional to make sure that they're appropriate for you based on any medications and any special dietary needs that you have. So thank you so much for tuning in today. If you have any additional questions or want to learn more about the topics we discussed, visit my website, Live Parkinson's, and reach out to me on social media. And remember, every small step toward better health is a step worth celebrating. So as we close out the episode, remember to visit liveparkinsons.com, my website, and subscribe to the free monthly newsletter. And also visit my Ko-fi page if you want to support my mission of helping people live a great quality of life with Parkinson's. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you on future podcasts.